Hi folks, welcome back. I just want to show you something that's really interesting. If you're a person who has a hard time seeing, you're a little older than I, like me, you're having a tough time seeing, you can buy the dollar magnifying glasses at a dollar store, but this has been really handy. These are one of these clip-ons. Just want to show this to you for a second. These cost about $23. I bought this at the show, and what you do is just clip them onto your glasses like so. And they're really handy. You can look over your glasses, you don't have to switch things out, and or you can put it on the end of a hat, you know, the cap of a hat. So if you're interested in one of those, you can go to any supply house that you should have it, any carving supply. But this is about 8 inches away, and man, it just is fantastic. It really is. So it's a new, see, now all the years I've been carving, I've been using, for the longest time I didn't need anything, and about the last 5 years or so I began to notice that I needed a little bit of help with it. So if you watch the video clip with Jacob on it, the very first Lancaster County show, you'll see him wear one of these, and this is what he had on his glasses. And you can put it on the end of a hat too if you're worried about hooking them to your glasses, but they have a nice rubber coating. I haven't seen any scratches from it, you know, and this is a little bit better quality, so they told me, than a cheapy one. So you will pay a little bit of money for something like this, okay? And this is what the jewelers use a lot of times to see really close. Now you can see the difference, okay? See the difference? Well, let's get something that has some detail. Well, I don't have anything here, but you know, if I take some paint here, okay, see the difference in the how you can see it, okay? So that just gives you an idea what it looks like. Alright, so it really does magnify it very well. They have different strengths too. This is about 8 inches away, which is nice. So I'm not promoting any in particular supply house. You can call any of them and find out if they have these. I know they ran out of it last year at the show, but they're very handy, very easy. They have a little pouch to put them in, so they're easy to transport. You know, you can fold it back up, you just do it like so, and then tuck it in your little packet there, and it works really well. So if you have a hard time seeing, it's well worth the money to get that. And you know, I find the dollar ones at the dollar store are just as well. I think this is like a 2.5, I think, or so, or 3, 2.5 or 3 strength. So I'll leave that up to you. If you need something like that, it's a nice handy thing. Anyway, let's get back to our little guy here. Let me put my other glasses on so I could see some of this. We were discussing about the feet. Okay, the feet, and we're going to leave about 1/8 of an inch across. So we're just cutting this across here, and we're being very careful. So what I'm going to do to help it along a little bit, I'm going to spray it with this rubbing alcohol and water mix. That's not the actual bottle, but that one works really good. It's some kind of hairspray, so I find it didn't leak when it was in my box upside down, so I try to hang on to them. And see how nice and easy I can cut that after I make it wet. You don't want to go too crazy with putting that stuff on, okay? You just want to wet it enough that you can start tearing some of this stuff out. Now I'm not going to do the very top, of course. We don't need to do the very top, but we're just going to give it some form, and I'm just going to kind of scoop it out a little bit, alright, and make it a little bit of a hollow, because their feet kind of have this little webby thing in there anyway. So what we want to do is try to get it a little bit hollow in those areas. Alright, so it's not a real difficult thing. So we're just trying to cut some of it out and scooping it out. Alright? So let's make it wet again. Soak up a little bit. And we're just gonna Now I'm going to kind of hollow this out a little bit, give it a little bit of shape. You see that I'm hollowing that out. So that's what we're doing right now. You want to be careful you don't go too far to the edge. Alright? I'm going to do a little bit of research on the bottom of the feet. I haven't really thought of how to finish them off yet. But I know they need to be a little bit hollowed out. Alright, so we'll do that first. And then we're going to go back to the head here before long. And try to, okay, see, I have it hollowed out a little bit. And that's kind of what I wanted to achieve anyway, so. Alright, just take your time. You just want to be mindful, you don't want to go past that line. You know, if you can help it, not to go past it. Alright, so that's pretty good. We're going to chop that out a little bit there. Alright, so his feet are getting a little bit hollowed out. Here, when I put my finger there, I can feel it, the curvature. Okay? You don't want to go too much further than that anyway, because we're going to blend this all in eventually. And you'll see that when we keep going here. And I need to do more on this side anyway to chop this out a little further. Okay. When I get done with this, I'll probably put a little bit of crazy glue to strengthen that up there, because I want to make sure that I don't, I'm just trying to thin it out a little bit. Okay, so kind of what I wanted to get done here today, and then we'll actually do the web portion of it in a bit. I'll be back.